Okay, trying to get the camera phone set up on a tree. So anyways, we're making a filter for a different homestead simplifier gasifier that I built. Not ready to run it yet, but anyways. This is made out of a 5-gallon paint bucket. What you want is to find a paint bucket that's got a lid like this, a screw-on lid, because a piece of 2-inch PVC will fit right in here. You have to drive it in a little bit, but it'll fit right in there and be a tight seal, so you don't have to do anything else to that. You get done, and that ends up looking like that. This is a piece of 4-inch PVC drain pipe. This had a flared coupling already built into it. Already had a piece of 4-inch pipe glued into it, so I just cut it off. I figured a little extra space on the flange would be a benefit, but it doesn't really matter. It's just really the same as this piece of pipe here, and that works fine. So I took that out. I cut this the exact length of the bucket so that it comes out flush with the top. Cut these slots in it with a 4.5-inch grinder, and that's that. Now the top of this, I'll show you when I put it together, but anyways, this is a 3-inch cap. Goes into a piece of 3-inch PVC like that. Don't need that 3-inch PVC, but what this will do, will slide into the top of this 4-inch pipe, and it'll be a tight fit. And I'll try to show you this. This is a 1.25 inch male fitting. It's got a 1.25 inch female on top of it. This isn't part of it. So I drilled a hole through the top of this cap. Tight, took time and fitted it tight so I could actually screw this into the top of the cap. I turned over there, I put silicone around that, and then screwed this female fitting onto that. So that's never going anywhere. This is just I don't know what we're going to have to come out of this thing yet. This is just a reducer from 1.25 inch down to 1 inch threaded. I might use that, I might not. Hard to say. So this is a paint screen, filter screen for a 5-gallon bucket. You know, you pour paint through it to get the clogs out or whatever. This is filled with old dog hair that we had no end to the dog hair, so I don't know that kind of no end to dog hair, so I thought that would probably be a good thing to filter gas through. So somehow or other, we're gonna keep this dog hair from falling out. We're gonna shove this down inside this pipe. I don't know if this is the best thing to do this with or whatever. I've seen a lot of people use a lot of different stuff. But this is what I'm using. So anyways, when I put this together finally, I'll make sure that this is all nice and fluffed out and tight. But anyways, that's that. Then this cap. Gets pressed in. goes in the bucket. Now these paint cans have a rubber seal around the inside. So when this goes on, it will be watertight anyways. Oh, nope, that's not right. Okay, then on the outside of this filter assembly here, this is a sleeve off a old shirt that I had. You could use anything, I don't know. You don't even have to be a sleeve. But I had this, I thought it was okay. Just another level of filter. When it gets dirty, it can just be thrown away. Everybody has a million of these old shirts. Up. Well, inside of this cap, I forgot about this. I put a piece of this foam sponge. This stuff is pretty cheap. I think it's like $1 a sponge or something like that. Heavy-duty grout sponges, but you can blow right through them. So they work good. I've used them on other things. As a matter of fact, I used them on other gasifier I have that I forgot, that I didn't know how much fuel was in it. When you get one of these gasifiers and you start running out of fuel, when the fuel burns down, they'll start to get hot. Well, it got hot enough to burn. This was one of the filters that I was using in that ammo box. Got hot enough and this thing burnt. So you have to keep an eye on how high your fuel is when you're using these. But anyways, this goes in here. The lid slides over it. Tight seal. And around this fitting, this is just painter's caulk. So you're just going to caulk around this seal. You take your time and cut this stuff all nice and tight, then it's a lot better. But anyways, so that's sealed tight. Clean it up a little bit. And that's all there is to that. I'll show how it goes in the new gasifier in a different video. I will mention that when I started out building, and this is all stuff I had laying around, I guess would be a little expensive to have to buy that piece of 4-inch pipe. You'd probably have to buy a 10-foot piece, and you're only looking for 15 inches out of it. But anyways, originally I was going to use a filter. This is a shop vac filter out of a rigid shop vac. And I was going to use these 1 1/4 fittings, put that there, drill through the top of the bucket. The fittings would, and put silicone around there, the fittings would hold that in place. Then I'd fill the inside of the filter with, I would have used dog hair, but you could use whatever you wanted, I guess. This is the top off of a container like this. This is a Clausen pickle jar, but it fits exactly into exactly into this filter. And then I would have wrapped the outside of this filter with something. This was my original intention with this. Wrap the outside of the filter with something to give it another layer of protection. But then I started looking around and I had this other stuff, and these filters are like, I think they're like 12 bucks a piece or something. So, I nixed that idea and went this way. But if you wanted to, you could do something like this. So, that's all we got today. Thanks.